फर्स्ट लुक देखा WWE 2K25 का, और कल हमने टूर्नामेंट रखा जो कि था अनडिस्प्यूटेड चैंपियनशिप के लिए। अब इसको कंटिन्यू करेंगे बाद में, पर मैंने सोचा पहले शोकेस भी देख लेते हैं। तो शोकेस भी देखा, एक कंप्लीट कर लिया है, तो अब शोकेस को आगे बढ़ाते हैं ताकि अपने जो कैरेक्टर है वो भी अनलॉक हो जाएंगे होपफुली। तो कॉपीराइट नहीं आता है बस। The head shrinkers versus the Steiner brothers WrestleMania, हाँ कुछ भी हो, अप्रैल 40 चेंज हिस्ट्री दस जाएगा। चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं, लेट्स गो।
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Head Shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as
Paul E. Dangerously,
and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
the Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks and get the head shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving
one of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for 1-5. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 531 pounds. Rick.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas.
Get one of these trainer in the corner and unleash 3 strikers. Throw a little extra shade with an opponent on.
This is Gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching 4 men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler, but now he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. Oh, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Uncorked a big pump.
And your combo with check for turn up the pace and look to connect with 2 little combos in 30 seconds.
Punch. Foot in the corner now.
Oh, did you hear that?
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are 2 of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have...
Okay, get the action back in the corner and connect with 3 heavy. ठीक है भैया.
The share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and
ये क्या hold L2 toward
Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers. Denied with an elbow.
Samu and Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions. And he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
And Fatu gets stopped in his tracks. He puts him into the corner.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in. Oh, God. Oh, look at this. So ruthless.
अब क्या बता रहा है? Once you got Fatu in the ring with his trainer, use an erasure to rig into the ropes to set up a hug raid.
And there goes Steiner, sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware. Big kick. Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag.
Don't let up, continue to beating in the ring, prove the Head are the dominant team. Hug dive off the rope and the grounded shot. Successfully attack, raid or drive into your opponent and then...
Team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters. Who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of W.
There's an arm down on his back and hold corner.
WWE's biggest events, but even those can't hold a candle to these.
From the top,
diving headbutt.
ये भी complete हो गया.
And he retaliates. Not a good spot to be in.
Textbook scoop slam.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that...
Tag made. Steiner's looking to put their opponent away. Heading up now to the top rope. Here comes the classic move.
Steinerizer. Big move from the Steiners. Might just end things. And a win for the Steiner brothers.
Here are your winners, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
And you have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the Tag Team Championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Oh, man.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight. And gets sent right into the corner. Oh, an overhand punch. Oh, the physical.
Okay. And you light it.
On display there. Unbelievable.
Targeting the throat there. Uh-oh, headbutt. Nothing fancy there.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast.
Oh, headbutt.
Grab your opponent, brace, holding the rope.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Arm extended, tags his teammate in.
What a punch!
Oh,
single arm back body drop. That takes power.
German suplex.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania. Unleashed might and force. It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that. Timed his defense perfectly. And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Big back body drop. Fatu fears no man.
Connects the fist to the face. Great counter.
Take it over.
Go for the win here.
Hold on. Trying to stick. That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first. Able to make... And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now. And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
And saw what was coming there.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Scott gets waylaid.
Clothesline. Good Lord.
So effective.
see the height on that?
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Oh, this is nasty. Somebody's got to put a stop to this. Samu's gaining the upper hand.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the head shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
Into a sidewalk slam. He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Yeah, this tag team match has seen its fair share of tide changes, and it's not over yet.
Sidewalk slam!
Almost drove him through the ring.
Somebody stop this competitor.
Whether it's a pinfall or submission, path
Oh, man.
And now Scott is getting beaten down.
The head shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the head shrinkers.
Oh, Steiner anticipated that. Getting set up in the corner now.
Boom! Good defense from him.
हाँ हाँ बोल मॉडर्न मार्वर का वह ऊपर ही तो पड़ा था तो देखो ना कहाँ है दिख ही नहीं रहा वहीं है सुनील बनने रख तो नहीं है अंदर देख लो वहीं तो रखा था वो तो
Head over heels with the Frankenstein.
And cover now for the match. And the count stopped short of 2.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
Both sides with an answer to... Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
Kicks out, reverses the pin attempt. He's got something else in mind, I guess.
Effective dodge there.
That'll turn your lights out.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
And he is directed into the corner.
Tag.
Part of this accident means your shoulder staying some head and
What is going to happen here?
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Impact. And that one seemed to have caught Fatu good.
Steiner putting all of his freakish power to work.
Fatu finds the advantage. There's the tag. Clothesline. Kick to the gut. Rick going for the pin. This could be over. He's on the ropes and the ref calls off the count.
Shoulder tackle.
His body has to be racked with pain.
This has been an arduous tag match, but you could be in much worse shape. Boom!
Whether it's the path of the least is remain. ये बंद क्यों कर दिया आपने?
Sometimes in the middle of a hard-fought match, you need a snap.
Tossed back into the ring.
There's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Could that be enough?
ब्रेक कर देंगे आपको.
For the win.
Draped across the top rope.
Ooh, clubbing forearm. Shoulder down. Could this be it? Oh my God, he's still in the match. He got the shoulder up right at the last moment.
He's got him down to the pin.
He gets the kick out after the one.
These one counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Death Valley Driver.
Fatu might be defeated here. And the count doesn't even begin.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely...
After the partner enter the ring,
beat the count here.
And now propped up in the corner. Both teams giving everything they can here at WrestleMania.
Samu, Fatu, Rick, and Scott, all four men proving to be true.
And Fatu into the pin for the win. Kick out.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Stiff headbutt. And there's another focused attack to his head.
Soaring. He got it. Tag me. Tilt-a-whirl.
Driven down in a side slam.
Oh. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now. He's able to dodge out of the way. Oh, sits straight into the corner hard.
Could be thinking of high-risk offense here.
Setting up again.
Splash. That's it. No way the Steiners come back now. Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
Goes for the pin.
The end
Into the
could
cover.
be near.
Just escapes defeat.
Boom! Big clothesline!
showing the effects of this match.
Yeah, holding strong for this long in a tag team match is commendable, but it might be time to tag out.
Counter. Right when it was needed. Oh, what a headbutt. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Trying to go for it again. Through the air. And connects. Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Fatu taking a moment to soak it all in. Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock. Nice takedown. Stack them up. Beautiful. Might sneak one.
And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne, you had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows, while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst.
The energy in this arena is palpable.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two super...
Approach Triple H caravan and look at the land quick offense. Sexually attack, grapple on, dive at your opponent, feel the damage meter.
Stars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Oh, look at that. And the ropes will force the hold to be released. Thursday.
The sleeper. Able to get to the ropes here. Great awareness.
Near a down opponent to perform a ground.
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch is in. Perfect.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up.
Strong.
Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
And a heartbreaking loss for the young upstart, Rocky Maivia.
Here is your winner, and still
the Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion. Oh, Counters right back on Rocky.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Cobra clutch. Torturing their opponent.
Got this one locked in.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the...
आप कह सकते हो attack, grapple or dive at your opponent to feel the damage meter.
The jaw, and that'll break things up.
You saw that one coming. Big time clothesline. Good grief. Oh my God.
Turns it around.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses.
And your combo with X heavy combo, check out the combo. Now apply some pressure and connect with 2 heavy combos in the neck.
Under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the...
Combos देखो. Heavy.
Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because... Oh, score!
A little over-eager with that cover. Going head-to-head, putting each other to the test.
Cuts the attack off.
Back and forth, trading reversals.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. And Helmsley just showing his huge edge and experience here. I would say the most cerebral Intercontinental Champion we've had.
Cerebral eye. I like that description for Helmsley.
Oh, that.
Hold toward corner to the run the topward and press a
will swell up.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching.
Standing on the top and dive.
Peak frustration.
Sky high, diving splash from the top.
Press to reserve.
Incredible impact. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Grab your opponent by pressing and then press and outer corner.
Into the punch.
Regular sentry by catching into the corner with a knee.
Maivia gets stonewalled.
Champ delivering when it counts.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
How the hell do you kick out of that.
I have no words. Not even a 2 count?
That was a golden opportunity to end things. Now he's got to hope the opportunity presents itself again.
Rocky moves out of the way. I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
Wow, drop kick.
And Rocky is revving this crowd up.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss.